You won't believe this, but there's a tiny island near Antarctica where birds rule the sky and the land. And if you don't know their names yet, you've been missing out on some of the most bizarre, majestic, and downright soap opera-worthy drama in the animal kingdom. This isn't just another top 10 birds list. This is survival, betrayal, unexpected heroes, and feathers, lots of feathers. Let's start with the king, literally. The king penguin. They don't build nests. They don't even lay their eggs in a proper place. Nope, they balance them on their feet, wrapped in a fold of skin, for nearly 2 months in the bitter cold. Imagine standing barefoot on an ice rink for 60 days straight, just hoping your baby survives. Now multiply that by thousands, all packed together in a jostling sea of black and gold tuxedos. They say monarchs don't sweat. These ones don't even blink. Then there's the light-mantled albatross, the poetic soul of the Sub-Antarctic. You might think birds just chirp and flutter. Not this one. It soars for miles, barely flapping, eyes scanning the waves for squid, fish, or just beauty. And when it mates, it dances in the sky with its partner like a scene straight out of a romance film. They mate for life, loyal, elegant, and elusive. That is, unless you're a skua. The skua. Oh boy, if you're looking for a villain in this tale, you've found it. They steal, they intimidate, and sometimes they kill. Cute penguin chick waddling along. Better hope a skua isn't watching. They're opportunists, always waiting, always lurking. But here's the twist. Without the skuas, many of the island's populations would overrun themselves. They're chaos with a purpose. Nature's necessary evil. Speaking of characters, meet the South Georgia Pipit. It's tiny, it's brown, and it was almost wiped off the map. Why? Because of a few rats. Rats that humans brought with them on ships. For years, these pipits struggled to exist. But thanks to a massive rat eradication effort, they've bounced back, reclaiming their rightful place as the songbird of the islands. From nearly extinct to singing from the tussocks again, it's the ultimate underdog comeback. Now let's talk about the Northern Giant Petrel, a bird that earned its nickname Stinker not because it smells, though it kind of does, but because it shows up wherever death is. These birds don't hunt, they scavenge. They follow elephant seals during pupping season and feed on the casualties. Morbid? Maybe. But they're also cleaning up the island, keeping disease at bay. Death, meet Janitor. Oh, and don't overlook the Southern Rockhopper Penguin. With wild yellow eyebrows and a punk rock attitude, they look like they belong in a band. Not the edge of a cliff, but that's where they thrive, on narrow ledges battered by wind and waves. How they get up and down is anyone's guess. Sometimes they hop, sometimes they climb, sometimes they fall, but always they get back up. Theirs is a life of risk and grit. Then there's the grey-headed albatross, a master of endurance. This bird will circumnavigate the entire Southern Ocean looking for food. It's got one of the longest ranges of any seabird on the planet, and it does it with style. Sleek, storm-coloured, and unbothered by waves that would crush a boat. They can be gone for weeks, but they always return to the same nest, to the same partner, year after year. The snowy sheathbill deserves a mention, not because it's beautiful, because honestly it's not, but because it's just so wonderfully weird. It's the only land bird native to Antarctica, and, well, it's a scavenger that eats just about everything. Penguin poop? Sure. Leftover seal blubber? Absolutely. Forgotten sandwich from a research station? If it's edible, it's gone. The sheathbill is nature's garbage disposal, and somehow we're actually grateful for it. And if there's one bird that really challenges everything we think we know about cuteness and cruelty, it's the macaroni penguin. Those yellow plumes on their heads might make them look like clowns, but don't be fooled. They're fighters. The breeding colonies are pure chaos, screaming, shoving, pebble theft, even a bit of infidelity here and there. It's like a penguin version of a reality show, except everyone's in a tuxedo and, well, no one's getting voted off. Finally, let's end with the black-browed albatross. Just imagine being able to fly around the globe with barely a flap of your wings. These birds, they glide on wind currents like surfers ride waves, but their elegance, it actually hides a struggle. Fisheries, plastic waste, and those long-line hooks have taken quite a toll. Despite being one of the most widespread albatrosses, they are declining. The beauty of their flight is sadly shadowed by the tragedy of their mortality. They are a symbol of what's at stake and perhaps what still can be saved. So what ties all of these birds together? It's not just geography, not at all, it's resilience. These are species that battle ice, wind, predators, and more, the impact of human activity. Some soar, some scavenge, some scream, but they all persist. And maybe that's what makes the subantarctic birds so unforgettable. It's not just their feathers or their calls, it's that every single one of them tells a story. Stories of love, of survival, of unexpected comebacks, and yes, quiet losses. And if we listen closely enough, we might just hear more than birdsong. We might hear our responsibility in their tale.